I am just starting my raid in my sector, and I want to show you the level 102 for instant map repair. By the way, because it's only the first few hours of the raid, I'm only using 4 ships. There is, however, one particular trick, which is the flagship build, which I will discuss a little bit more at the end of the video. First things first, it does not matter what entry angle you enter from. I'm just going to come in from the very bottom here. It doesn't matter, it's auto target, you come in at the same spot. I am using a steelhead screw. Other people think that sea serpents could help. However, I think that a combat speed crew like Silent Hunters might be the way to go in this target. As mentioned, 4 ships, one of them is still at U2, with some countermeasures, more on the build at the end of the video. Let's go ahead and get started. First thing you want to do is group your ships up and go grab the arc turret right here. Because this is a firing arc target, it does not really matter where you hit this from, you're going to be completely fine, just don't drive into it. Now we do have the Atlas carriers, those do not move, at least in the maximum range in this target, so you're fine there. Next up, try and sneak into the very maximum range of the gargoyle here, grab that one, and as soon as it's dead, and you are still at pretty high stacks, move forward here and see if you can hit the scattergun corrosive turret. You want to make sure you focus that one because it is the one that does the most damage. The missile turrets are not that bad, especially if you have high evade and MDS3s. Now move forward into the range of 3 ships and grab the ambulance right here. As soon as that one is dead, you want to make sure you are already shooting at other ships. You don't want to waste your salvos. As soon as those 3 are dead, go ahead and shift click the corrosive turret and move forward, come up towards the top of the target, and loop around. If you are doing this right, you should have about 4 stacks right now. Grab those 2 turrets, they should die within 1 salvo. It's really important to stay moving at the corrosive turrets that actually fire at you, because that way you can avoid taking most of their damage. Now, what I'm saying with these particular targets right here is as soon as the ambulance is dead, you want to have your next salvo already pointing at the stingrays, that way you are maximizing your number of shots and not wasting any into the ocean. Another 2 stingrays right here, same concept. As soon as this first one is down, you want to already have clicked on the second one, and then the Atlas carrier, just so that you are maximizing your shots. The last 3 turrets are the hardest bit in the target. I'm going to move over here and try and stay at the diagonal range to those guys, so I'm only getting hit once from each of these when they are at maximum range. If they fire twice like the last one, don't worry about it too much, you'll end up being fine. That was a pretty great run through the target. Let's go ahead and check the damage, the battle report, and discuss the build. As you can see, the battle report is 2% resisted. That's the sum, that's the number you want to focus on, the sum of those 2 lower ones, and corrosive is 10% resisted. This means I'm taking 5 times as much corrosive damage as I have penetrative, so a crew that helps with that, which will be combat speed or straight steelheads, is the best one in this particular instance. This target, which by the way was the second 102 I hit, the first one was 6 minutes and 6 seconds damage, is 4 minutes 26 seconds, which is instant map repair, which is fantastic. Now the build here, I am going to show you a few ships first. This is the countermeasure 1. It does not matter what countermeasures you're on as long as it is not a flagship. All countermeasures need to be on a ship which is boosted by both of the countermeasure specials. That's very important. I could have 2 on this one, 2 on this one, and 0 on this. I could have, as long as you have 4 across 3 ships, 4 across 4 ships that are not your flagship, have both specials, it does not matter. Now, as you saw, I do have 2 of the regular ships at X1, straight damage build here, and 1 regular at U2. The other one is still in the shipyard. The flagship is X1, which, okay, it's the second raid. I'm allowed to have a ship at X1, and it has a full evade build with 95% evade. This is really important, and you want to make sure that all your specials on this ship are focused on evade. That's why I don't like mixing MDS3 on this one. You have to use 2 countermeasure specials. Your evade drops by 20%. It's really not worth it. Now, what you're noticing here, this is 100% evade, and that is because this has a higher health. You can see it has 31 million to start out with, versus the others which have 28. This means that everything is shooting at the flagship if it has King Killer, and that is the key to this target, how I was able to do the second one that I ever saw for instant map repair. Well, there's the build here. You can also check the builds document in the YouTube description. With that said, I want to go ahead and say thank you to those whose names appear on screen now. They're helping make the channel stay alive. And if you want, you can click the join button below the YouTube video and get your name on here too. With that said, until next time, this is going to be Derpy signing out, helping you be a better pirate.